Doc Rich back at it again on this. Well, we not getting surgical. What am I doing, man? We got the behind the scenes from the very last epic rap battles of history video that we are going to check out for a while until they drop a new one. We got George Carlin versus Richard Pryor. Behind the scenes. This is what we're going to be checking out today. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe if you are new. Also, make sure you guys go and follow your boy on social media. Links will be typed up in the description box below, where you guys can always feel free to DM me anything else that you would like to see. Or if you want to chat, you can do that too. But without further ado, let's jump right on into it.
How do you write comedy raps for comedy legends? That's what we'll be discussing in this episode of Behind the Scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Action. We have this Discord. Part of the Discord is a writer's room, and that's part of the Patreon. And we went in there to talk about this idea that we thought was complete, which was George Carlin versus Richard Pryor. Bill Cosby comes in, Joan Rivers roofies Bill Cosby, and then it's Joan Rivers versus Richard Pryor and George Carlin.
She ends it.
She ends it. And then all the people in the writer's room thing were like, what happens then? To them, it was obvious that Robin Williams was gonna come in, and we were sitting there like, that's not the plan.
Yeah.
But okay.
That's dope. That's cool that they included, their subscribers in on, or their Patreon subscribers in on, the creation of this video.
Nice shoulder pads, Chief.
I feel wiser in the silver and the gray. I feel like I know things that I don't actually know.
For George Carlin's character, I found it in the posture. Mm-hmm. He's down, he's down here, and the whole kind of thing, and his wacky face.
We down for the count when this counterculture counterman serves you with a stand-up or cut you can't counter down.
Carlin's pretty simple. He just wears a black crew neck t-shirt and dark jeans and really terrible shoes. The terrible shoes are the only thing that I was like, I need to make sure that I get like white old manish shoes.
What I couldn't
I
get
never noticed the shoes.
is his after breath. Yeah.
It's so true.
He does that in his stand-up.
Yeah.
And that's how he punctuates his jokes.
I'm the original brother to give the scene some color. The most iconic stand-up comic, stand down, motherfucker!
Yeah!
Me and Richard Pryor was great. I think I embodied him pretty well. We got the stash, got the fro, got the shirts that glow.
It's your boy from Peoria, Illinois. One hand on my mic, one hand on my groin.
That MJ.
I go to an open mic in Hollywood, and if you guys ever in Hollywood, it's called the Juice Joint. And I saw this guy Zeal, and he's in this hip hop group called Black Lack. And I just went right up to him, and I was like, I remember I texted you. I found
Richard Pryor.
Yeah, I found Richard Pryor.
Give me that money, I'll boost it up. Juice it up, juice it up, juice it up. Juice it up, 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 juice it up. Your money smile, let me boost it up. Watch what it do when I juice it up.
So we tried to pick a specific
Juice
thing.
it up.
I thought it was Live at the Sunset Strip because in my mind that's the record that I had of Pryor. And then we were like, no, that suit looks gross and we want him to look cool. So we switched it out to that red poofiness.
Look at his shoes. Those are nice shoes. Like, I was like, oh, those are nice shoes. Payless. Payless. You believe it?
I think my body. Oh.
Oh. I think I put something in my body. My body. Y'all let me know that he was actually in an ad or was in connection with a pudding brand or something at some point in time, which is why they used the whole pudding thing. That confused me at first. I was like, why in the fuck did they use pudding? Like, I thought he was like spiking the drinks, but. And also, you guys let me on to something that I didn't think about, in terms of how stupid fucking Bill Cosby was for raping chicks when you're fucking Bill Cosby. You know what I mean? Like, come, in my head, I was simply thinking like, bro, you're fucking Bill Cosby. Like, you can walk into an establishment and say, hey, I'm Bill Cosby. I'm looking for some chicks to clap tonight. And some chick is going to walk out with you willingly. You know what I mean? But you guys let me know that, in rape, one of the things about it is having control, like feeling a sense of power. And I was like, okay, maybe that makes a little more sense, even though he still is Bill Cosby, so he had some kind of power, you know what I mean? It's not like he was just like some kind of nobody, but still, like that makes a little more sense. It's still fucking weird in just like, you know what I mean? Like you could literally just walk into a nightclub anywhere. You or I could do it, you know. There's chicks and fellas in the nightclub looking for the same thing. They looking for some cheeks to clap, and some chicks is looking for their cheeks to get clapped. You know what I mean? You just got to know how to say it the right way, fellas. Ladies, you just got to speak up. You know what I mean? Don't be ashamed to say you want them cheeks clapped. Most of the fellas in that motherfucker want the same thing any goddamn way. You know what I mean?
Gary
adults.
Man, that dude was funny too.
His list of credits, you go on IMDb, they go on forever.
He was so easy to work with. He came in with such joyful energy. It was like, I'm here to Bill Cosby, I'm gonna get poisoned, I'm gonna get hit over the head, I'm gonna fall on a mat, I'm gonna do all this stuff. He was great.
I'm the greatest, and something's going on with my lip, and it'll affect the nervous duodenum system. Flabble, cobble, jabble, goodle. You write this and you point this.
So the sweater, that's kind of like the classic thing we wanted. And you know, I sent a picture, I was at Goodwill, I sent a picture to Morgan, a sweater that I thought it was excellent. I was like, I think this is gonna work. Doesn't even respond.
He sometimes gets ideas in his head about costuming and stuff, and he showed me a picture of a sweater that didn't look anything like a Cosby sweater.
So 4 weeks later on shoot day, I say, hey, what about that sweater I emailed you about? And he was like, oh, that didn't work. It worked.
He was trying to help out. I appreciate it.
This thing that was on my face, I just gotta go 1, 2, 3. Ow!
Oh, God.
I'll rip some of my hair out. So it was strapped to my head, and it was giving me an actual, it's taped here, and apparently older women, older actresses, they actually use these, and it's this little thing, and you put it in, and then when it's taped to your face,
right,
it like pulls your face up.
And they think coal mining is hard.
Yeah, that's right.
Jackie Tone is on Glow
Didn't
on
know
Netflix.
that.
So I was at a show in Hollywood at this place called Hotel Cafe, and I saw Jackie, like, she plays guitar and sings funny songs.
Sings so well.
And finally, when we decided on the comedians, I was like, I think this is the perfect person to be cast as Joan.
So she came in like super excited at like 9 a.m. and she maintained that for the entire day.
And in the studio too, like tracking her.
Gotta
was,
love
like,
it.
really
Gotta love
fun.
it.
And
Gotta
listen
love
to her
it.
silky voice.
Okay, sing that thing, girl. Yes, Lord.
Oh, Carlin, my Carlin.
Yeah.
What can I say about you? So we haven't
Okay.
had shit since 1962.
I got into being Robin Williams by immediately going back and watching his live from the Met stand-up routine.
I got my lyrics here, and then I gotta keep listening to the voice of him.
So I just started listening to him and just talking along, like tote behind him and say the same things. Yeah, I just clicked on 4 different spots on his stand-up, and it wasn't the same voice twice. I didn't realize how big of an influence he was on me, and then you look at yourself and you go, oh shit. I thought I was original. Nope, I was just Robin Williams.
One of the things we had to deal with trying to recreate or emulate or make fun of the scene from Mrs. Doubtfire, where he sticks his face in cake and then comes out of the fridge. Brittany, who does hair and makeup for us, has a side business of doing cakes, and we only get 1 take with this. But once he's done that, it's all over his face, the cake's messed up, we're done. Then the second part of that is coming out of the cake. Now, we can't recreate that with icing or whipped cream, so we use shaving cream.
So many jokes getting left on the table right now.
About cream in your face?
Yeah. Thanks, Atul. How come Pete never has to do any of this shit?
Hey, you! What time is it? Patreon time! What? Patreon time! That's right, directors! We're 3 months in and it's time to ship out! We're stuffing your mailbox with our big purple envelopes! Yeah! We got pins! We got tiny bags! We got pins in tiny bags! Little yellow paper clips! Signed postcards! Envelopes with stickers on them! And hold up! These stickers on the back of your envelope are restickable! Stickable! Stickable! We here at the Epic Rap Battles of History would
kind of sticker is that that's re-stickable? I've never seen a sticker like that you can just peel off and just place somewhere else.
just like to take this. There's no time. Go to patreon.com/ERB to find out you can get in on the goods. And now, back to your regularly scheduled behind-the-scenes video.
What are you doing?
Filming some assets for the genie to come out the lamp. With some syrup and soap. We're gonna film it on the water. Okay, so what did we use the footage of the inks in the water for? We wanted to use it for the genie lamp stuff.
So yesterday we were filming the cylinder with the plastic underneath. That did not hold water. And so we went to the store and we bought this plastic container. And so now we're ready to go.
I reversed it. Oh, the syrup is going up. Now I masked it to get the areas that I care about, and then I applied some effects to it so that it's just like blue. Some example of that being applied is like there. Surprisingly, it kind of works.
You should get this.
Creative. I like it.
Yeah. See the lens up there?
Sometimes you got to improvise, fam. You know what I mean? We don't panic. We make adjustments. We figure it out. I love that. I love that.
This episode was unique because John was actually, our cinematographer, was actually on another project that had taken up his entire week. So the first day, Andy had jumped in and he kind of stepped up and he was our DP for the first days.
Andy Chin's normal credit is gaffer. Gaffer means lighting dude.
Me and John first talk about how the person's usually known for looking. They have like known images of themselves, so we try to match how the lighting looks on them and their most famous images. And we do that using film lights, which is all this stuff.
Do you want to learn
Crack
something?
open some coke.
When you have receipts, what you need to do is you
Instead
need
of
to tape them
heroin.
down on all four sides. Sometimes Morgan drops the ball, like he does with receipts. Just got to turn them in on 8.5 by 11 paper, Morgan. That's all it is.
This receipts thing is getting out of hand, and in fact, I have a meeting with Atul after this to talk about receipts. Like literally, two grown people are gonna sit down and talk about receipts. So that's a little disappointing.
I bought a Diet Coke in 2016. Can you pull it out?
It depends on where you bought it. Now, see, that's a good question. Let's say you bought something in a vending machine.
We have two producers on the beats for this song. The first two sections are by this producer named Tone Jones.
I love Tone Jones because a lot of people, they use like saxophone sounds or bass sounds.
I think he plays
and he
those
plays all these
instruments.
things.
You can feel it. But we were trying to figure out how to bring Robin Williams in, and we couldn't find the right music. And as we often do, we reached out to Hollywood Legend Productions and checked his, and we found the perfect beat.
But now I got the flubber flow. That'll get the club jumping. You got secondhand raps. Found him good with.
Can somebody grab my drink off the prop table?
Oh, okay. Oh, you guys, we're here to talk about my my little co-starring part in SEAL Team on CBS in the final episode of the season. Don't mention it.
You guys know that this is like the least amount of like technical costuming that I had to do the entire season, right? Like I literally went shopping. I did it all in one day.
Oh. Hey, whatever gets the job done, you know what I mean? I can't be mad at that, you know? He got the job done. The characters looked great, so hey, you know, I'm not gonna complain about the costuming. I think the characters, I mean, I couldn't tell. I really couldn't, could you? You know? But hey. So that was the final behind the scenes. Unless you guys want me to go back to season 1 and check out those behind the scenes. Like I said, I don't think we started doing those until season, like midway through season 2, where we started jumping into the behind the scenes. So if you guys want me to go back, just so we keep some ERB flowing on the channel, I could definitely do that. But other than that, man, this is it until they drop a new one. It was one hell of a ride, family. It was one hell of a ride. I appreciate you guys for you know, tuning in, coming along this ride with me. It was fantastic. Man, was it was amazing to see and watch some of the characters that they emulated and just the raps that they would come up with like actual facts and things, you know, absolutely incredible. But let me know what you guys thought about this one in the comment section below. Make sure you guys always leave a like before you go. Smack that subscribe button right over there, as you guys already know. And of course, check out that video right over there too. You might like it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Doc Rich, I'm out.